So next up, podcast listeners, Condescending Kamala. Did I say her name right? Condescending Kamala, or is it Kamala? I'm not really sure. So listen, Kamala Harris explains Russia-Ukraine conflict to Americans like they are third graders. So many have argued the Biden administration's inability to put forth a strong image may have contributed to Russia's decision to invade the Ukraine. A recent podcast appearance from Vice President Kamala Harris likely won't do much to quell those criticisms. Harris joined the Morning Hustle radio show on Tuesday, and the host, Headcrack, that's really the name of the host of this podcast. So Harris joined the Morning Hustle, and their host, Headcrack, primarily known as an authority on hip-hop, so you can imagine his audience, asked her to explain the current situation in the Ukraine to the audience. So Headcrack has Kamala on, and he says, hey, Vice President Kamala Harris, can you tell our audience and really, about this whole Ukraine thing? Remember, there's a hip-hop audience, so I'm guessing not the brightest people. And by people, I'm not talking about race. Let's be careful. I'm talking about all different people that I know, white, black, brown, whatever, they listen to hip-hop, all right? But if you're someone who follows this podcast, I'm thinking you probably don't read a lot of books about geography, okay, or history. Nonetheless, we have this clip, and here it is.
If you're watching any level of news, even social media, you're seeing everything that's going on right now in the Ukraine. Break it down in layman's terms for people who don't understand what's going on and how can this directly affect the people of the United States.
So Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically, that's wrong.
So Russia is a big country, and the Ukraine is a smaller country. And Russia, as being the bigger country, invaded the smaller country because the smaller country was small.
I'm not sure I understand.
So the hip hop crowd is like, wow, man, that's really bad.
No, honestly, I go the other way on that. I think this was soft bigotry and low expectation. I mean, I think Headcrack is smart enough to understand what was going on. He was smart enough to ask her that question, and
maybe he should be Butt Crack. Maybe that should be his real name.
I don't know what kind of crack he is, but
I'm sure they call him Crack for a reason, right? And Crack is like, hey, give me some more crack.
You wonder why, like
Butt Crack.
You wonder why Russia and our foreign adversaries think this administration is a joke.
Well, of course it is.
It's clips like that.
It is. And we have to play this again. You have to listen to this again.
Well, we need to play it again because I'm not sure I get it. I want to hear it.
I don't understand, man. Can you do that one more time? We have the clip. Here it is.
If you're watching any level of news, even social media, you're seeing everything that's going on right now in the Ukraine. Break it down in layman's terms for people who don't understand what's going on and how can this directly affect the people of the United States.
So Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically, that's wrong.
That's just wrong. That's just wrong.
You're right.
That's what she said. I mean, Headcrack probably looking at her like his eyes are cross-eyed because he at least knew what the Ukraine Joe couldn't get that one right.
No, exactly. It's the Kamala. Usually, when she answers the question,
how do the Iranians play into this?
No, that's right. Well, usually Kamala, when she answers the question, it starts out with her laughing while she's trying to figure out an answer. But this time, even she couldn't understand how to answer the question because it was like, it's a big country invading a smaller country. And you said it well. It's like the expectation of, what did you say?
Soft bigotry.
Of soft bigotry, because you're basically saying Butt Crack's listeners
just
don't even
understand this. When
exactly.
I mean, he sounded much more educated when he asked the questions.
You got that
he
right.
In layman's terms, not like preschool terms, kindergarten terms.
Exactly. So, and that's Condescending Kamala. And that's it for Mark and the Millennials. Thank you for joining Mark and the Millennials. This is Mark Fisher. Thank you to our producer, Christopher Hopkins, and our guest, Matt Morgan. Check us out on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Getter, Rumble, and our website. See you next time.